what's up? It's Mack. That's Kingsley.
Hello.
This is episode 3 of the Entertainment Fixation on the Behind the Fixation podcast network.
Really quick before we go any farther, just in case you guys are wondering, you can also get this on YouTube. And if you're not watching on YouTube, you can get it on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcast, Google Play, pretty much anywhere you get podcasts. So you can either get it in audio form or video form, depending on how you want to go about it. We do a bunch of things. In this episode, we're actually kind of excited for the Entertainment Fixation. We're actually going to watch some trailers on the video
for the first time.
Yeah, you guys can actually kind of watch with us and see our reactions. You're going to be able to get both cameras, so you're going to be able to see both of us as well as the wide camera. We're going to have 4 cameras going all at one time, so it's going to be crazy. Oh, boom.
We should thank our fun YouTube people.
Oh, yeah, let's definitely do that as well. So if you guys haven't already, go on YouTube and subscribe to us. Very easy to do. You just go click in the red button. So this week, we'd like to thank B-Tench, Ethan's the name, Quimsy, and Sam.Michelle.
Thank you for subbing. We love you.
We definitely appreciate it. If you want to get involved in the subscribe wall
and hit the sub board,
super easy. All you got to do, comment on any of the videos, go in, hit the subscribe button, and hit the comment bell so you know when our next thing is. It's not a comment bell, it's a subscribe bell. I'm just stupid.
Ring the bell of freedom.
Ring the bell of freedom.
Ring it.
So you know what's going on. So we're going to jump into the movie news for the week. Pretty simple. The first one is kind of fun. This is kind of a little bit of speculation. We're going to jump into it. So Marvel is set to release Phase 4 info at D3 August 23rd to the 25th. Apparently, it's not going to happen at Comic-Con.
Oh, that's lame.
Why? But apparently, it's going to happen at D23. Okay. We'll see. Maybe it'll happen at Comic-Con, but the rumor going around is D23 when Disney does their whole big shabacle.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing really planned out for Marvel, so I feel like if they hold off until then, they'll be able to give us a whole slate of movies. So we got a bunch of dates here. So we have May 1st, 2021, November 6th, 2020, or sorry, May 1st, 2020.
Yep.
November 6th, 2020, February 12th, 2021. So those movies are actually already close together. Then we skip a long time. We go to November 5th, 2021. So the beginning of the year and the end of the year. February 18th, 2022. So then we have a short gap as well. Then we go to May 6th, 2022 and July 29th, 2022.
So the first thing that jumps out at me is I've seen this kind of release schedule before. And it's a very aggressive release schedule. Star Wars did the same thing.
It did.
And they had to pull back.
Keep in mind, this is guaranteed. Like, these are movie dates.
These are for sure
These
happening?
are for sure. Like,
Wow.
these dates have been around for a while, and they said
cool.
these are when these Marvel movies are coming out. If they do come out any later, they might be a week or two later or earlier based on some, like when Endgame came out, they released it a week earlier so people could see it a little bit sooner.
So what do you think? What's coming out right away here?
Oh, it'll be interesting.
2020?
So the Paul Rudd came out the other day and said he didn't know what was happening to Ant-Man 3. And I don't think Ant-Man 3 isn't happening. I think it's just going to get delayed a little bit. So
Okay.
we still need to see Black Panther 2,
Yes.
Doctor Strange 2,
Guardians 3.
Guardians 3.
Mm-hmm.
We still have Spider-Man 3 to come out, but I don't think that's included in
He
this
is
list.
getting a third one?
It will be, yeah. I
Okay.
can almost guarantee it, but it's not going to be included in this list. This is just Disney Marvel movies. The Eternals is going to get its own movie.
Okay.
And then it's kind of interesting to go from there. So we had Guardians 3, we had Black Panther 2, we had Doctor Strange 2, we had the Eternals. So that's 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
7, 8?
I think there's 8 movies on this list. There were 7 movies that we have on this list so far. So there's 3 more. So what else do you think? I'm thinking maybe a Nova movie.
Okay.
If we're going really cosmic, maybe Captain Marvel 2. It did make over $1 billion.
Yeah, I was going to say, that one's probably almost going to happen. Which
I guess the other one would be Black
one.
Widow.
Oh, right. She's getting movies,
Black
so
Widow
she's definitely
movie.
in here.
So
Yeah.
I think that'd probably be the 7. That's probably pretty.
They do anything else with Professor Hulk or what?
Maybe in the Black Widow movie, but no, because that would be
that's a
before.
prequel.
It's going to be a prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'll show up in Guardians 3, like part of the Asgardians of the Galaxy.
I do like my Mark Ruffalo.
So I don't know. It'd be interesting. Like the whole arc of him was done pretty much in Endgame. That's what
Good point.
that's what they had said.
Right.
But it'd be interesting to see kind of where it falls into. But that he might be done. I don't know.
Cool.
I'd like to see more. I do really enjoy the Hulk. I wasn't a huge fan of Professor
Do you
Hulk.
think these Like, I mean, it's Marvel, so like, could we get a new X-Men? Could we get Fantastic Four?
Not
talking
in
about
not in
these?
this.
Not in
no.
these? No? Okay.
Especially after Dark Phoenix, I think I think we need to wait a couple years and then reintroduce them in a good way.
What about Deadpool 3?
I think that's going to be separate.
Okay.
I don't think that's really going to be a Disney Marvel movie. I think it's going to be like a Marvel branded Fox movie.
Okay.
So I think they're still going to give Deadpool 3. I think they're just going to kind of give it in its own style because they were saying it's going to be rated R still. It'll be interesting. I think it's the same situation that we kind of have like with the Spider-Man.
Right.
Maybe Fantastic Four. Maybe like the last movie is like Fantastic Four.
That'd be cool.
And it kind of sets up
a
for
good
Phase
Fantastic
5.
Four.
Or I don't know if they're going to go Phase 5. I don't know if that's... Maybe they'll actually give like a better name because what are we going to do when we get to like Phase 23? Like it's
Keep it going.
a little high. This next one was more just kind of entertainment news, not really a movie or TV
I love
news.
this.
Justice Beaver, also known as Justin Bieber, challenges Tom Cruise to a UFC fight.
So who are you putting money on?
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise would beat the living crap out of Justin Bieber.
Okay, so I was thinking the same thing, but then a coworker reminded me that Tom Cruise is like 5 feet tall.
Tom Cruise also does all his own stunts.
Correct.
He's probably in way more peak physical condition than Justin Bieber.
True. I mean, I'd like to think that the old man beats the young man, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. Basically a joke, right?
Yeah,
From
like
Justin?
I know Justin pretty much said like, oh, it was just a joke. But
Right.
he tweeted out like saying like challenge you to a fight. It was challenging like telling Dana White he wants a fight. And then people were making a huge meme out of this on the internet because there's like a 30-year age difference.
Right.
So people that were like in Hollywood were challenging people that were 30 years older than them to a fight.
The 30-year challenge.
And it was pretty funny. There were some pretty funny things that came up. I couldn't remember specifics, but there were some good ones that came up.
I like that.
And it was, quite different. There was like old people challenging like really old people.
Right.
And it was just like geriatric fights. It was going to be pretty funny. It was like a 90-year-old fight. like
I love it.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Betty White.
Oh, yeah.
versus, like Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
I'd pay to see that. I'd watch that.
I'd bet you Betty White would probably still win.
Hell yeah.
She seems like she's a dirty fighter.
God, you're...
Just some other
take it there.
some other movie news that came out. Kevin Hart is apparently remaking the Scrooge movie, so that'd be kind of interesting, a new take on it. Do you think it's going to be like olden days, or do you think it's going to be a modern Scrooge?
Probably be modern, but like, do you get a Bill Murray cameo out of it?
Maybe. That'd be kind of interesting. Maybe he's one of the ghosts.
Oh, that would be a twist.
Oh, didn't think of that one.
I like
Maybe
that.
Mickey Mouse is another twist.
The mouse.
The mouse. I think that would actually be really cool to have. I think that'd be a cool cameo to have him as a ghost. The Ghost of Christmas Past.
Right.
That
And
fits in
was him
perfectly.
the
and
past.
it was
Yeah, that's
him.
cool. I like that. Call it now.
I think that'd be definitely interesting. Like if it's an actual Scrooge remake, I think that'd be kind of cool.
Okay.
And it's a different take. Like Kevin Hart generally does really well at the
Yeah.
box office. He's really funny.
And he's like The Rock, right? Can't really do any wrong.
More or
Even
less.
when they do, it still makes money. So
I
it
think
doesn't
like
matter.
people didn't really like Night School, but I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
thought it was a really funny movie.
Yeah, me too.
So we'll see. No real news on that one yet, but it just says that one's he's kind of tied to that one right now. This one was kind of came out left field.
Your Sesame Street news.
Sesame Street, starring Bo Burnham and Anne Hathaway. It's coming out January 21st, 2021. It looks like interesting.
So, is it still going to be like Jim Henson, like the puppets running around?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
okay.
like it's not going to be like what was Happy Time Murders. Like it's
right. This is a legit Sesame Street
Street. Like Anne Hathaway, I can see being in a Sesame Street movie.
Bo's interesting.
Well, wasn't Amy Adams in the last Sesame Street movie? And who was the
there was
male
the last
counterpart?
one? Wow, I missed out.
Amy Adams would have been in that one, and I don't remember who the male counterpart would have
Yeah,
been.
that's a good pick. That's a safe pick.
But that'd be kind of interesting. Like Bo Burnham, really funny. There was a movie that he was recently in 8th grade. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah, that got rave reviews for being in a drama role. So it'd be interesting to see. Like
I saw that movie. I'm trying to think who Bo was.
I only really remember him in like in his YouTube videos.
Yeah. Yeah, if you Google Bo Burnham, you'll recognize him right away.
Oh yeah, and the other thing is he made a cameo in Parks and Rec.
Oh,
And he was hilarious. in
big
it.
time. Big time roles.
Big time roles for big Bo Burnham.
Okay, Batman rumors.
This one's kind of exciting. These are just complete rumors that have come out of who the villains might be. So who are some of the villains that we have on the list?
Riddler, which has to be Jim Carrey. I'm sorry.
No, the funny thing that I thought. So remember how we talked last week about how Nicholas Hoult
Yes.
and Robert Pattinson were both testing at the same time?
Yep.
What if that was a chemistry test between the Riddler and the Batman?
Holt as Riddler. I can see that. He's got that like kind of bone structure already.
And like how he played that creepy person in Mad Max.
Right.
I think he would actually
could see
probably
that.
be a really good Riddler.
Okay, cool. All right.
So I'm wondering if that Nicholas Hoult information was less of a leak about him playing Batman and more of it
Of
just
the
a
villain?
screen test.
All right. So
Because it
other-
never said screen test about him in Batman
Right.
that I saw. It was just screen tests.
So I guess other rumors are Firefly, Two-Face, and Holiday.
So this is
So
kind of
nothing like major. Like Two-Face and the Riddler. Are
They
big
were also
players.
talking about like the Joker sort of being in this as well and sort of following.
But a
the-
new Joker.
It was like sort of. I think it's called The Last Halloween.
Okay.
And it's these different things that are going on. So it's Holiday, who's like the main villain that Batman's trying to find, and it's really a detective style role for him.
Okay.
And what it is Holiday, he kills once a year, only on a holiday, or sorry, once a month on every holiday.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting, and like Firefly is like kind of a cool thing.
He's
So
a pyromaniac.
yeah,
That's a bug.
Two-Face would be like kind of an inch like. I'm hoping it would be more of like on like maybe the Riddler, Holiday, and Firefly. So it's like the smaller
Couple.
rogues gallery.
Okay. Yeah.
And not so much of like, hey, by the way, here's Joker again. Like, I feel like maybe if it was like a nod to Joker, like Joker's henchman or something, and you maybe saw
He's still the
Joker
big boss. Yeah.
robbing a bank or something, and it kind of set it up for the future. But
Right.
I don't want it to be like right away. Be like, by the way, here's the Joker, fight him. Like that's no.
Right.
We've already seen two Jokers. We need a little bit of a break.
We're
We've
about
seen
to
more
get
than
another
two.
one.
There were three now, I guess. There's Jack Nicholson. We had what's his name?
It's coming to you.
Oh my gosh, what is his name?
Heath.
Heath Ledger. Oh, that was bad. I pictured him exactly. Yeah, Jared Leto. So those are the three that we've had in Batman movies. But I think if we had a bit of time away from the Joker, it would probably be a good thing.
But you know, speaking of the Joker, the new movie with Joaquin Phoenix is rated R.
Yeah,
Just
officially announced
Yep.
today, rated R. So that's
cool with that.
exciting.
Yes.
I'm definitely cool for that. That's one of the first Warner Brothers R movies that we've seen. This is going to be an American R. This is probably going to be PG-13 in Canada. I don't understand why there's
So
such
no
a
male
big
full frontal. That sucks.
probably not.
Skip.
You're not going to get to
Skip
see
it.
any clown.
Dang. I wanted that clown Pepis.
Yeah, no, none of that. I'm going to guess. I think this is going to be an American R, like not a hard
All right.
R. I think it's going to be like a PG-13 in Canada because we can handle more, I
Sure.
guess. I don't know why there's a big difference, but the other piece of news that was kind of came out today is kind of interesting. Hunger Games, there's a new book coming out next year. It's a prequel book to the series, so I'm guessing how the Capitol was set up, how the different districts became the districts, what happened, and what caused them to separate.
Right.
And then New Line also said, okay, well, the book's coming out,
Gotta do a movie.
movie's coming out with it as well. So that was kind of interesting. I'm guessing we're gonna carry different characters. I can't remember the president's name, President Snow, but I can't remember his like the guy who played him. I'm betting he'll probably come in.
You think?
I
Like
think
a
he'll be
younger
like
version?
Yeah, probably like a main version of him. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I think his name is President Snow.
No. Yep.
Yeah.
Was that? That wasn't.
Don, was it Donald? Don?
Hold on here. It's wow, Donald Sutherland.
Yeah,
Wow.
Donald Sutherland. Okay.
Gosh, Lord. And that is exactly what I pictured when I read the books, to be honest.
So it'd be interesting. I feel like we're going to get an earlier version of him because he always talks about how it used to be different. So I'm thinking we would probably see something from him.
Maybe see the corruption really take hold.
Yeah,
maybe?
maybe like the first Hunger Games, something like that. Maybe how it first started. It'll be interesting. We'll see more information next year when the book comes out.
Right.
Kind of go from there. But that's definitely kind of interesting. But that's pretty much it for the movie news for the week. We're going to jump into a new section. We're going to try this out and see how it ends up playing. We're going to watch a trailer at the same time. So we're going to have it on screen, and we're also going to watch it live in studio as well. So we're going to show all three cameras. We're going to show you a video of the trailer as well. And you guys can kind of watch it with us as well. So the first one that we're going to start it off with is The Art of Self-Defense. This movie, again, these trailers just came out this week, so these are pretty much brand new trailers. So you guys get to experience them with us.
Okay, here we go.
So Jesse Eisenberg.
Ask me a question. What are your
That
plans?
guy looks like Bradley Cooper.
Sort of.
But it's not Cooper.
Grocery shopping.
No.
Rent a film.
This dude's a straight black belt,
Comfort
though.
of.
This reminds me of like Karate Kid almost.
Did that answer your question?
Bleeker Street.
I want you to tell me why you're here.
Oh, look, the little wiener
I'm
dog.
afraid. I'm afraid of the dark.
Oh, it's a guy afraid of
I'm afraid of
everything.
other men. It intimidates me.
I'm guessing this is a comedy.
Okay, so he's getting beat down.
Yeah,
It looks like he's signing up for self-defense classes.
a sinister dark comedy. Okay,
My
there we
first
go.
class today.
Your new white belt?
Is that the first
Oh,
belt color?
Man, Jesse is
Or
perfect
color
in
you
this
haven't earned
awkward
color yet.
humor stuff.
Yes,
Today's
Not
no
as Lex
Saturday.
Luthor.
Kick with your
This
fists
is the perfect
and
role.
punch with your feet.
That makes perfect sense.
Good.
he's gonna watch. He's gonna be like a martial crazy
Be
artist.
as masculine as
What's
possible.
crazy right now is not really recognizing any of these other actors.
No. Oh,
He just punched the guy in the
This
throat.
is for your own good.
What's your favorite style of
he's gonna
music?
become like a black belt in like 2
contemporary?
weeks.
No.
I feel like this is the type
Should
of
be
person
metal.
to have this happen. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, who is he playing his death metal music?
Sharpening you. I see a little of myself in you.
Is that you, Sensei?
It's like doing these moves in front of the mirror.
Why are you filming
Does
this?
he kind of go crazy?
This isn't a
Oh
safe
god, this is like
place.
Black Swan. Oh my god, yeah, this is spiraling out of control now.
Oh, this is
You're
interesting.
confused about what's happening.
Ah,
You have to trust me.
oh,
He's
just
karate chopped a mirror off a truck.
You should have never started taking karate. You can't be weak anymore.
yeah. I think he gets super addicted
In
to
buying a
this.
gun. I need something that can fit into my hand.
Oh,
Sounds like you're after a handgun.
I bet you that's from the start of the movie. Oh,
I challenge you
Hello,
to
there
a
you
fight
go.
to the death in unarmed combat.
oh,
He's taking on his sensei.
to the death.
This is your belt. It is yours. It is sacred.
Looks-
There'll be a $15 charge to replace a lost belt.
Alright, coming out in July. Wow, right
That's
away.
interesting. I haven't seen anything on this as well, so that definitely looks kind of funny.
Like I said, like Jesse Eisenberg, that's perfect role for him when he's awkward and quirky and
Yeah, there was a movie came out. He was with what's that? girl from-
Zombieland he was good in.
There was another one that came out. He was with Kristen Stewart,
Okay.
and they played like these two. What they play like two stoners, and he ends up being like a brainwashed like Secret Service agent. And like when something happens, it snaps. Like he gets a phone call, and he ends up like snapping, and he goes crazy and starts killing all these people.
Oh, that sounds fun.
You've never seen it before?
No.
Look it up. I'm positive it's Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart. It came out a couple years ago, and yeah, they're two big stoners. And something happens at the convenience store that they're at, and like he just snaps and goes crazy, and he just like it's just built into him to kind of like go insane.
What movie is this?
So it's for this. What's it
Hummingbird,
called?
Justice League, Now You See Me 2,
No.
Cafe Society, American Ultra?
American Ultra. That's what it was.
Let's look.
And it was actually like a decent movie.
No, I didn't see this one.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Like you don't like Kristen Stewart just plays like his girlfriend that doesn't
He's
know
just-
what's going on.
A stoner who is in fact a government agent is marked as a liability and targeted for extermination, but he's too well trained and too high for them to handle.
Yep.
Oh, so it's a stoner action flick.
Pretty much.
Nice.
It's actually pretty funny. It's 2015. It's got a 6.1 right now on IMDb.
Okay.
IMDb. So yeah, that one's kind of interesting. So that trailer was The Art of Self-Defense. That looks pretty funny. Again, coming out in July. We're gonna jump into the next trailer here. Official Secrets
Starring Keira Knightley.
and Matt Smith. I don't know who Matt Smith is.
Logo starting up right now.
Oh, that was a guy from Doctor Who.
What we know is that Saddam has this material.
We don't know that. I mean, he just keeps repeating.
Okay, so she's got like her
because you're the
normal
Prime
British
Minister,
accent
it doesn't
here.
mean you get to make up your own facts.
Entertainment Blood.
Someone
It's probably gonna be
in
a
this
thriller.
building has betrayed their country.
She working in like a journalist?
Looks like maybe FB,
If
like
you are
government
found to have
official maybe?
withheld information, you will be charged with a breach of the official
It looks like maybe like a whistleblower
Yeah,
type
maybe
thing.
like an.
Who do you think might have leaked the Gozer email?
So I guess she kind of gets called out for it. I think she works in a newspaper. Or maybe, oh no, maybe you're
This
right.
guy does.
This guy
Doctor
works
Who
it,
does.
yeah.
Be careful.
Good old Doctor Who.
This is
Pulls
real.
it his sonic screwdriver.
You're a spy. You work for
You're
the
a
British
spy.
government.
Yeah, so she works for the government.
I work for the British people. I do
Okay.
not collect information so that the government can lie to the British people.
Intelligence may be being manipulated to take this country to war.
Wait, is Doctor Who Matt Smith?
Stop taking
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that guy's cool.
You had nothing to gain and everything to lose.
This could result in a prison.
Ray Fiennes. Great
Do
actor.
you want to risk it all?
This war is historically unpopular.
I wonder how big this movie's gonna be.
Biggest demonstration in human history.
I don't really get like.
Did it say a timeline of when this
We
is?
do not
No.
go public. We would be conceded.
It's not
that
screaming
no one
like
can ever tell the
box
people
office
when their
smash, but
government
it
is
looks
lying.
intense. And the acting looks good so far.
It's almost like a Argo style where you're looking at
What you
like
did
high quality
was
directing.
extraordinary.
Yeah.
The war is illegal. The public.
It's just trying to call
is
it things that are
entitled to
happening in the
know
war.
Why?
My motive was to stop a war and save lives.
Oh,
So
so
it looks
George
like
W.
it's like
Bush
a
era, yeah.
realism
So
thing going on here.
around 10, 12 years ago or
Yeah.
so.
Maybe
Interesting.
about the Iraq War. Well, like
Cinema
I said, the acting
soon.
looks good.
Yeah, so that one definitely looks interesting.
All right, moving along now to Disney's Frozen 2.
Frozen 2. So
New
the first
trailer
trailer that
released.
came out apparently didn't really reveal anything. This trailer is apparently very similar.
You know
so
what,
it's-
man? It's going to sound cheesy as heck, but I enjoyed the first one.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
The songs were catchy.
My
as-
girlfriend loved it.
They were way too catchy for any child. Poor parents. But yeah, I enjoyed it. So let's check out the actual trailer, not the teaser trailer.
World premiere.
This is in the last trailer too.
Back at the ocean. Elsa's getting all tough chick. Bear feeding into the ocean. Like, I get the impression that she's like stuck on an island, maybe?
You think so? I think she's trying to see the extent of her powers.
It could be too.
But I do like that. Maybe stuck on an island, or maybe they were
Yeah, I feel like they're stranded
trying to
or
find her
something.
trying to find their parents, and maybe they're
Did you hear this crazy theory about a water hose?
okay.
That her parents are actually Tarzan's parents?
Interesting. I did not.
Because
hear
like
that
they go
theory.
out to sea, right? And then Tarzan
the whole
starts when they're
Pixar theory.
crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It's all
past
connected.
is not what it seems. You
Also
must
looks like-
find the truth. Go north.
I think it's about her powers.
Enchanted
Yeah,
lands
like really taking
and
control.
into the
Yeah.
unknown.
Josh Gad as Olaf is amazing.
Oh, he's so funny.
Careful.
Well, the animation looks awesome.
Hmm.
I've always feared Elsa's
I
power.
like how the trolls are back. Though.
Yeah.
For this
They
world.
didn't have a, like I said, a pretty big part in the first one.
Now we must hope.
What's Anna? Is that the other girl?
Yep.
They
I
are
wonder if she's gonna because she had a pretty big role in the last one where she was.
I won't let anything happen to her.
Yeah, she's very protective of her sister.
Okay.
Big giant enemy.
Doesn't really like.
No, that's like they get Oscar noms for the soundtrack and stuff. That's
it's
coming out in November.
It doesn't really
Jeez.
give you any information on what it is though. Like it's
Yeah, still very vague, similar to the first trailer.
yeah, like it doesn't give you any story elements at all. Yeah, it looks interesting. So the next one that we have, this one's kind of an interesting one. Did you ever see The Shining?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did, and I had no clue it was getting a sequel.
Okay, so this isn't so much a sequel to The Shining movie as it is to The Shining book.
Okay, but like so maybe like a spiritual sequel to the movie.
There are things that if you've seen The Shining originally,
Yep.
there are things in this movie that are part of it. So in case you guys are wondering, we're going to watch the trailer on Dr. Sleep. This is the last trailer. This one's starring Ewan McGregor. So this is a sequel. So Stephen King actually wrote this book a couple years ago, 2013, I believe, Dr. Sleep, which follows this. I can't remember what's the son's name? Do you remember his name?
Oh God, no.
It follows the son in The Shining.
Oh, okay. That's
So
neat.
Ewan McGregor is playing a grown-up son. And it follows the I've never seen The Shining, but this makes me want to see it.
You should go see it, dude.
It seems
Great
it
movie.
doesn't seem like it's really scary, but it's more of a thriller.
Yes.
So it's not so much of a boo scary like horror movie.
There's a couple
but
jump scares, but yeah, there's a lot of like you're just tense, like your shoulders are up the whole time, and you're like, oh god, don't let it happen.
So the cool thing that I've been hearing, so everything that you're gonna see some shots in this trailer when we watch this, you're gonna see some shots that you are going to be reminiscent of The Shining, and it's going to look exactly like The Shining.
Okay.
The only thing is, we'll talk about it after. Well, yeah, I don't want to spoil anything for the trailer, but there are shots. Keep a lookout that are in the original Shining.
Okay, here we go.
Doctor Sleep. If you're scared, turn off now. Poor
Man,
guy.
Ewan does no wrong with me.
No?
No.
Man, I just want him to be Obi-Wan.
Oh, please.
Oh,
The chalkboard is writing to him?
I guess so. Was there a chalkboard in the original?
Oh, well, writing on the walls.
So there was writing on the walls?
Yep.
I love how we just said school.
Oh,
okay.
he was awoken out of bed. Oh, now it says classic red rum. But, you know, red rum forwards is murder.
Murder.
Just talk to the kid.
He's like, he's such a good actor.
You're magic. Like me.
You like me?
I need you to listen to me. The world's a hungry place.
Well, that's a colorful
Dark
cast.
place.
Oh, that's creepy.
Hi there.
Oh, man.
Don't let two
I'm
or
not
three
going to want to
people
see
like
this
us
movie,
Ooh.
but part of me wants to see it.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
kid.
So here's the shot that I was talking about.
Yes, the classic hallway shot. Yep.
This is one of them. Oh, there's the classic bathroom shot.
About magic.
Dude, when we see this, we're going to put like a GoPro on you or something,
Always call
facing your face.
So there's another one, the blood.
Sure, from the elevators.
So it looks like it follows Ewan and this girl.
Almost like flashbacky kind of
Okay.
scenes. Bit of a zombie thing going on there.
Cinema. That's
With the twins in the hallway. This looks terrifying.
murder.
Oh, here's Johnny door. It's
door.
already broken into.
Just like his dad. The music. Listen. Doctor Sleep. November 8th. So this one comes out a little bit after It Chapter 2. Stephen King actually came out and said, like, prepare to be like
scared.
Yeah, like this movie is gonna mess you up. He's like, especially if you have anything left from It Chapter 2. So the crazy thing that I was gonna say is the trailers that were in the original movie, in quotations, these were all reshot.
What?
Yeah, they used no original footage except for apparently when the elevator blood scene happens.
Okay.
So everything
That's
else
cool.
was completely reshot by them in its
Neat.
own thing. So it looks shot for
I
shot.
want to see it, but I don't want to see it.
You're
I don't do
you
well
already
with those kind of
can't
movies,
sleep.
man. Oh.
I'm not a big like this movie looks good. Like
And the YouTube comments are positive.
here's Johnny. Hello there.
Yeah.
So this movie, like, it looks interesting, and again, it's not a direct sequel to the Shining movie, but it is a sequel to the Shining book.
It's neat. It's neat, like seeing the smashed in door. Like that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
throwback right
the
there.
homage to the original movie.
Yeah.
So I'm betting this movie is going to do very well as It
For
Chapter
sure.
2. So that was it for the trailer. So let us know if you guys enjoyed that little segment. Maybe we can try that more often, where we can watch the trailers with you guys, and you guys can see our reactions. We can kind of talk to them a little bit, and you can maybe watch them in full screen.
Check them out on YouTube. We'll have them up there.
Yeah,
in
so
the
that
video.
was for the weekly trailers. So we're jumping into what we watched this week. So Mac, what did you get a chance to watch this week?
So I got enough time to see one movie,
Okay.
and I spent that valuable time seeing Godzilla, King of the Monsters, without seeing the previous one that this is a sequel to.
Okay, well, I don't think you really missed much in the original one.
I think I missed the bond with the Asian fellow there.
Yeah.
He's got a bond with Godzilla. That's kind of like if you go into that without knowing.
Not Satoshi, but it's
It's
something like that.
Yeah. So he's a doctor that studied Godzilla his whole life, blah, blah, blah. So there was that, but you understand that. The effects were great.
I thought we both had a chance to see this movie this week. I thought the size of the monsters were really good.
Like it looked cool.
And
the battles were cool.
Yeah, like it's really hard to proportionate like a monster that doesn't really exist to humans and life size. I thought they did a really, really good job with it.
The unfortunate thing is like everything else surrounding those battles, it was like D-level action movie kind of thing.
Okay, so you thought the acting in the movie wasn't very good.
Just maybe not even that. Maybe they just didn't have a good enough story to act.
I think it was the story.
Yeah.
Like I felt like the action in the movie was actually decently well. Like I thought it was.
Yeah, without spoiling, but like there's some weird betrayals that are just.
It's a very cliche story.
Yes,
almost.
that's a great way to put it.
So like the story doesn't have a lot of depth to it. You
No.
can pretty much kind of guess what's going on from almost the start.
Yep.
But it was a decent movie, like for monster movies, for what it was.
If you like Godzilla, you'll like this.
Yeah, like
It's very like almost like Japanese anime-esque, but like realism, like when they keep up the Godzilla music during the battles and stuff, right?
So for what it was pretty good. If you guys get a chance, like to see it on the big screen was definitely cool to see the size of these monsters.
Yeah, I would say like it's definitely a theater movie. Like hearing those monsters like clash with the sound around you. Like,
I'm gonna give it a ticket.
Wow. Oh, yeah. I mean, it won't be as effective streaming for sure.
No.
So if you like action movies, if you like Godzilla, ticket, go see it in the theaters.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Rotten Tomatoes has it sitting at 40% with the critic review. Definitely wasn't going to be a critic favorite movie.
No, but I don't think it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably rate it around a 6.5 or a 7.
Sure. Yeah. And I mean, like you put it this way, Men in Black is sitting at 24%. So Godzilla is better than Men in Black in the critics'
But
eyes.
Toy Story is also sitting at 100%, which is again
not even out yet. But you know that's gonna win all the Oscars. It's already sealed.
So we'll see what happens. But yeah, if you guys get a chance and you enjoy those types of movies, ticket it and definitely go see it because it won't do you justice seeing this movie on your phone.
Yeah,
it's not going to do the same thing. That was all you got a chance to watch this
man.
week. Yeah,
That's all I could squeeze.
Yeah,
in.
we had a pretty busy week. I had a chance to watch a bit of Jessica Jones season 3 that came out on Friday.
Really good reviews.
It's really good detective route so far. We've watched about halfway through the first episode, so not a lot.
Okay.
But it still follows the same Jessica Jones style. You got a great detective style thing going on.
Yep.
We saw Godzilla. We've been watching some more Nailed It, season 3 on Netflix. So Nailed It is an awesome show. Do you watch the show at all?
No, not yet.
No, that show is so
You
funny.
like it?
Yeah. The only thing is I can't stand the host. She's so annoying. But watching these people come up with these baking things is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then the other thing we got a chance to watch, which we talked about in Entertainment Fixation last week, was the Murder Mystery movie that came out with Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler. I enjoyed it.
I liked it. A coworker said she only got a smile out of it, no laughs. I laughed at a couple parts.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, what I'm saying, I did watch one other thing. Yeah, I'll watch anything with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, like
which is a blessing and a curse.
It was no Waterboy, but it was better than the Tremendous 12 or whatever.
But see, I laughed at that one.
But I thought this was funny too. Like I thought it was a good premise.
Yep.
Like in case you guys don't know, it literally just felt like his wife loves mystery books, like crime books. He's like an officer detective. And it just, they get put in a situation that they have to try. It's like Clue.
Sure. Yes, that's a good way to put it.
It's very similar to Clue, and it's pretty funny. And you think you know who it is, and you don't know who it is. Did you guess who it was?
No.
So
I don't try to think at movies like that.
We tried to guess at the beginning of the movie. We said, who do we guess? And I guessed wrong. And so did Jess. So we were both wrong, but it was a fun movie.
Yeah, check it out. It's streaming now. On
I would
Netflix.
stream it if you got Netflix. Like, there's definitely no reason not to at least try it. The first 30 minutes of this movie, you're going to get a feel for it. If you don't like it, turn it off. But it's going to be the same vibe throughout the entire movie. Some TV news. So actual network TV news this week. Dune series is now in development.
Beloved movie.
Yeah, it's going to come out around the same time as the movie that they're redoing.
Oh, cool.
So it's going to be a little series that they have. They haven't announced where it's going, but they have said it is in development. That's kind of interesting. I think they were calling it something about the witches something. I didn't catch exactly what it was named, but it follows a similar storyline. It's going to be kind of in together with the other one. So it's definitely interesting to see.
Okay, if you like Dune, there's a TV series coming for you.
And the other one that kind of came out was the Pennyworth season 1 trailer did come out. So that's coming July 28th.
Okay.
So that's following like Alfred Pennyworth, like the Batman butler. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be definitely different. I don't know
Because
exactly.
Alfred's kind of a badass.
Like I think it's going to be kind of interesting. I think it's more when like Thomas Wayne and like the original family was around, and like
Bruce isn't around yet.
yeah,
Okay.
him as a younger man,
Sure.
like not as like maybe not the butler yet, but maybe just Alfred, or maybe he could just. I'm guessing he goes by Pennyworth.
Yeah.
So it'll be definitely interesting to see that one. Again, that one comes out on July 28th. So we're not far, only another month and a half. Netflix news. This one's kind of exciting.
For us anyway, I guess as gamers, The Division getting a movie. And like to be honest, like that's a very easy movie to make, I think. Like you're in a it's not super post-apocalyptic, but
I would say post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's true.
Like it is. A lot of people probably
like
die.
bioterrorism kind of things going on. So I could see that being a great action movie.
Yeah, it's Jessica Chastain as well as Jake Gyllenhaal have apparently
perfect.
signed on for this.
Gyllenhaal's great.
So I think it's going to be really interesting. I'm curious on how they're going to explore the whole side of it. This one's coming out on Netflix as well. This is the Netflix news. So it is interesting to see, will it be one of the very first like good video game movies? Like Detective Pikachu was good.
Detective Pikachu. I didn't mind Assassin's Creed with Michael Fassbender.
Okay.
What else? Prince of Persia, like Gyllenhaal.
Yeah,
again.
that was not a good movie.
I liked it.
Yeah, but it wasn't a good movie. So we'll see if this
but
breaks
Pikachu
the
was
curse.
good.
Pikachu was good. I feel like that might have broken the curse. We'll see. Hopefully, maybe they have some people from Ubisoft actually like putting a hand in this.
That'd be nice.
And like actually like the game developers like giving an idea, because they develop these cinematic shorts. It's like developing a movie. It's probably not going to follow the same storyline, but maybe it's in a different city or something. Next one, I thought this one was kind of cool. So Love, Death, and Robots renewed for season 2.
You liked the first season.
It was definitely an interesting. It's all over the place. It's really hard to explain. Each episode is either about love, death, or robots, or a combination.
Right.
But there's not really like it's weird.
An overarching story.
Nope.
It's just like little
Each
quick stories.
episode is its own little thing, and they're pretty short. They're only about 15, 20 minutes each. But this is not for kids. This is not a kid show by any means. Like in the first episode, like there's a bunch of female nudity like right off the bat.
Right.
So don't think it's a kid show. Like it's.
Okay, I'm checking this out immediately.
But it's definitely good, and like you can burn through it in 2 or 3 days.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
and they're all different. So if you
Right.
don't like one, you're probably gonna like another one. There's some really weird ones. Take a look at it. It's pretty good. So season 1's already streaming on Netflix.
Okay.
Season 2 now announced. The Dark Crystal, we talked about this in the Pixel Fixation. The remake is also they're making a remake on Netflix as well. It's a new movie, I believe. I don't think it's a TV show.
And it's coinciding with a game.
I think it's going to revolve around the same time as the game that's coming on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of crossover between the two, but they're going to come out around the same time.
Right.
Nothing really for the Disney, Hulu, or Amazon Prime news this week. So we're going to kind of finish it off here with the movie releases and box office results.
Sure.
So we could probably so what came out this last weekend?
So last Friday, you had a chance to see Men in Black International, Shaft, and The Dead Don't Die. So starting with Men in Black, like dismal critic reviews on Rotten Tomatoes.
I think last week we guessed Men in Black would get around 40 million.
We did, and it pulled out 30 million.
30 million.
So
And these are exact number. Like this is for sure weekend results. This isn't estimated. This is exactly what they've made.
So it pulled in 30 million, which is okay, but the critics don't know why we're still making Men in Black movies. But 66% of the audience enjoyed it.
So question for you. People were talking about how movies you're getting too overwhelmed with the same stories. So with Shaft, with Men in Black. Do you think that's the case, or do you think these are just bad movies?
No, because I think you can tell continuations of stories good. Like I definitely like Men in Black 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the world would be lesser if we didn't have those movies.
So you're not burned out on Men in Black?
No. No, it's a cool premise. You got
Yeah.
the secret agency fighting aliens. There's lots of stories to tell there.
Yeah, I think like this whole thing of like burning out on these different types of movies, I don't think that's
no, because
what it
like,
is.
why would people still go to the theaters to see Star Wars? You know what I mean?
Or see Marvel
Or
movies.
Marvel movies.
It's like 22. Like,
Exactly.
it's-
I think they just got to find the right stories to tell and tell them properly.
Yeah, I think the actors need to be like fully invested in. Not saying Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth weren't. We haven't had a chance to see this movie yet, but I don't know. I enjoyed the original Men in Black, so I'll probably see this.
Yeah, I'll see it too.
I do want to see it, and I kind of want to see where it goes. And this story seemed like it was kind of good, so we'll see kind of where it goes. I've heard decent reviews. I heard it's good and it's definitely watchable. It's not just a bad movie.
Right.
So Men in Black, 30 million. Secret Life of Pets 2 came in at $24.4 million. And the second place spot, what was in third, Mac?
Third was Aladdin, holding strong at 17.3, followed by Rocket Man at 9.4 million.
It's a big jump.
Followed by X-Men Dark Phoenix, just got edged out by Rocket Man at 9.3 million. And Shaft coming in last on our chart here at 8.9 million. Probably pretty low for a Sam Jackson movie.
Yeah.
I'd have to imagine.
Yeah, that's probably pretty low, and it's in the bottom 5.
Yeah,
bottom
like
6.
34% critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
I saw my first trailer for this yesterday when we went and saw Godzilla.
But like, look at that difference though. 34% critic, 94% audience.
That's generally how it is on Rotten Tomatoes. Unfortunately, on Rotten Tomatoes, like you either like it or you don't. So it's either fresh or it's not. So I don't like the way that they do the reviews, but we haven't seen it. So the first trailer, like I said, I saw yesterday for a movie that was already out.
Like it's neat that it's like a generational thing.
Yeah.
All the Shafts.
Like they're kind of setting it up for the next generation too.
Sure.
This is probably his last movie on it. It's definitely interesting. This is the first week that Avengers Endgame got pushed out of the top 10. So it came in at the number 11 spot this week.
But you know what that means? It's Endgame Avatar watch time.
It is Endgame Avatar watch time. We're keeping you guys updated. It's getting close right now. Endgame, as after this weekend, the Father's Day weekend, you're looking at $2.74 million. Billion. We'll round that one up. And Avatar sitting at 2.78.
So I think last week we said they were
$58 million away.
So they're $45 million away from beating Avatar.
So in about a week, it did $14 million.
Yeah.
So if it keeps on this track, even $10 million. And again, Spider-Man Homecoming does come out in 2 weeks.
I think it's going to come down to the wire, man.
I think it's going to be close. But again, this hasn't hit cheap seats. This hasn't hit other theaters yet.
True.
So I think it's going to get it. We might have to make a petition and just sign everybody that's seen it has to go see it at least one more time. I do want this movie to be the highest grossing movie of all time.
It should be. I think it's well deserved.
I think so. And then we'll see what happens when Avatar 2 comes out. But yeah, that was the Endgame Avatar watch. We're going to finish this off with the movies that are coming out over the next 2 weeks. So it's coming out on June 21st, so this Friday.
This Friday, you're looking at Toy Story 4, the new Chucky movie Child's Play, and Anna.
Not to be confused with Annabelle.
No, that's the following Friday. You get everyone's favorite horrifying doll. I guess that's up between Chucky and Annabelle. But Annabelle Comes Home comes out on June 28th. Also followed by this cool-looking movie called Yesterday.
I haven't seen anything on Yesterday.
So imagine this.
Okay.
You're hit by a truck.
Okay.
And you're out at a party the next day, and you got a guitar, and you start playing a Beatles song. You start playing Yesterday. And everybody at the table's dumbfounded. And they ask you, did you write that song? Who wrote that song? And you say the Beatles, and they have no clue what they're talking about.
I'm just looking this up right now.
You are the last person on Earth that knows about the Beatles. Nobody else knows.
Interesting.
So this guy goes on to pretend he made these
songs.
epic songs. So I guess the debate is, would their music hold up today if nobody knew about it back then? Like if we just released Paperback Writer tomorrow, would it do crazy on the radio? Who knows?
Interesting.
It looks cool. It looks very cool. And it's all to Beatles music. So if you're a fan, you'll love it.
Yeah, maybe it'll be similar to Across the Universe, but
it's totally vibes like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll have to check that one out. This movie, this weekend, I'd probably like to see Toy Story 4 and Anna.
No Chucky for you?
Probably not. I'm not a big Child's. I've never seen any Chuckies.
Okay.
I've never really been a Child's Play
Voiced by
fan.
Mark Hamill.
So,
All right. Whatever. He doesn't
are
care.
you gonna see it?
No, God,
I'll
no.
take two.
know
You take
me
the
in horror
third.
movies.
Yeah, I don't think I'll see Child's Play, but we saw the trailer again for Anna this week. We're both excited, me and Jess, to go see this movie. So that'll probably be our
She's
Sunday
an assassin.
movie.
Yeah, it looks cool.
And Toy Story 4, we'll definitely see this in theaters because it's Toy Story. And I want to see Keanu Reeves. Like, I've heard really good things about him.
Yep.
Apparently, he's playing really, really good as Duke Kaboom in this movie.
A
The Canadian stuntman.
stuntman. Yep.
So, funny story. I actually was watching a thing with the directors the other day, and when they were talking about Keanu Reeves, and they said they brought him in because they wanted a Canadian actor. So
Yeah.
they brought him in, and the first time they were sitting down for lunch, and he stands on the table and starts doing he starts acting out how he thinks he's Duke Kaboom's gonna act
that's
out.
cool.
So it's kind of interesting.
Neat.
Yeah, so it'll definitely be interesting to see. But what do you think Toy Story 4 is going to do this week?
Tough to say. It's got to be 50 or plus, I'd imagine.
Oh, I think you're lowballing this movie. I think it's going to break 100 million. I'm going to say
100 million? Wow.
I think it's going to do about 120 million dollars.
Cool. So I'll go Price is Right. I'll go low. You go high. And we'll see who's right next week.
Yeah, I think with the last 2 weeks and being how slow they've been with movies, I feel like a lot of people have been waiting for Toy Story.
Okay.
And people that are going to go see Child's Play were going to go see it regardless. They weren't going to go see Toy Story 4.
True.
Or they might go see both. But I think Toy Story 4 will break the 100 million. I'm going to say 120.
Okay. We'll see.
It'll be interesting.
We shall
We'll
see.
But this is pretty much the end of the episode, guys. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. This is episode number 3 of the Entertainment Fixation. Thank you guys again. Again, if you do want to get on the subscriber board, just let us know. All you got to do is subscribe and comment saying that you subscribed and you want to be on the board for the next episode. That simple. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm Mack. That's Kingsley. That's your Entertainment Fixation for the week.